great one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Back to throw, Purdy. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Purdy.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
From the 46, here's second down and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Play action, now Purdy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jack Campbell gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Purdy bootlegging it.
Rolling to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And his kick is good.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. There he goes, right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 44 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. On play action, they'll throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it? Kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's 2nd and 3.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy.
This is Fant on the short completion. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Noah Fant, a 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the Seahawks are able to move back in front.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They'll go again with Gibbs, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Thornton, the motion man right.
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Seahawks 10.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Purdy now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play action here. Purdy.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
On first down, Purdy.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Back to throw, Purdy. He completes this to Walker.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Purdy from the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second and 10. Now Purdy.
Short throw to Disley. Able to power through. And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This drive didn't...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touch. Out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try.
But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Walker showing the power. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and a yard. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Purdy.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Option play, they'll give to Walker. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blocker.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Second and 11.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Purdy.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a first down.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Purdy bootlegging it.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Purdy will look to throw again here. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now back to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out right at the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
right. Here's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Seahawks send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Down the left sideline.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
The 2nd down pass intercepted.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Purdy now to throw.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
To the right side, this is Walker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Purdy. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw again. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.